Welcome back to Automotive, the place where legends are reborn, and today, we're diving deep into the return of a true American classic, the 1965 Pontiac Catalina, reimagined and reborn for 2026. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just a tribute. This is a bold fusion of retro muscle and futuristic innovation, and it's turning heads faster than a 421 V8 in its prime. Let's rewind for just a moment. The original 1965 Catalina was part of an era where cars had presence, long, low, wide, and dripping with attitude. It was Pontiac's full-size performance coupe, a step down in price from the Bonneville, but in many ways, it had more character. It featured powerful engine options like the 389 and the 421, had stacked headlights, and a smooth, curvy design that defined mid-60s Detroit muscle. It was a car you didn't just drive, you cruised, you raced, you lived in it. And now, in 2026, Pontiac, revived under GM's electric performance division, has resurrected the Catalina, this time with a futuristic twist. This reborn 2026 Catalina keeps the soul of the 65, but wraps it in a completely new, modern design. Let's talk about the body first. At first glance, you can immediately tell where the inspiration comes from. The long hood and short rear deck proportions are still there. The front grille is wide and aggressive, now with an illuminated horizontal slat pattern that harks back to the original's chrome-drenched face. But now it features integrated LED strips that function as both running lights and turn signals, giving it the 2026 attitude. The headlights are vertical, echoing the stacked design from 1965 but now rendered as laser-thin adaptive matrix beams. The body lines are muscular but sleek, sculpted to slice through the air, with hints of retro in just the right places. You'll see bulging rear fenders, chrome window outlines, and that unmistakable Pontiac arrowhead badge proudly displayed front and center. The roofline tapers smoothly to the rear, with a modern fastback silhouette that blends heritage with wind tunnel refinement. The rear end is perhaps the most stunning evolution. A full-width LED light bar mimics the original tail light cluster, but with a heartbeat animation that pulses every time you unlock the car. And if you think this beauty is just for show, wait till you hear what's under the hood, or should I say, under the floor. Because the 2026 Catalina is fully electric, and it's built on GM's next-generation Ultium EV platform. But don't let that word, electric, fool you. This isn't a silent cruiser, it's a beast with over 750 horsepower, delivered through dual motors, one at each axle, making it an all-wheel drive monster with instant torque. It rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, and tops out around 165 miles per hour. That's supercar territory, folks, but wrapped in a 4-seat American muscle coupe. The range, an impressive 430 miles on a single charge, thanks to its 125 kWh battery pack. With 800-volt architecture, it supports ultra-fast DC charging, giving you 200 miles of range in just 15 minutes. That's road trip ready, no compromises. But Pontiac didn't just bring back the Catalina to be a drag strip warrior. They gave it real presence inside too. Step inside and you're greeted by a cabin that feels like a first-class lounge infused with retro swagger. The dashboard stretches wide, finished in hand-stitched leather and brushed aluminum, with digital gauges that emulate the classic analog layout of the original. The steering wheel is a modern flat-bottom design but features Pontiac's iconic arrowhead in the center and a retro-inspired horn ring. There's a massive 15-inch OLED infotainment screen, seamlessly integrated into the dash, powered by the latest Android Automotive OS, with voice control, 5G connectivity, and real-time performance telemetry. The system features a special, Heritage mode, which transforms the digital display to mimic the 1965 gauge cluster, including a simulated needle tachometer, analog speedometer, and even faux woodgrain trim around the interface. Nostalgia, meet technology. The seats are a work of art. Deep bucket-style performance seats with memory foam, heating, cooling, and massage functions, wrapped in high-grade leather with contrast stitching. The back seats are spacious enough for 2 adults, a rare feat in today's performance coupes. Even the audio system is tuned for the modern muscle experience, a 17-speaker Bose performance system with subwoofers built into the rear shelf and active noise cancellation. But don't worry, there's an exhaust sound simulator too, and yes, it can mimic the growl of the old-school 421 V8 with eerie accuracy. Driving the new Catalina is an experience that blends old-school feel with cutting-edge control. There are multiple drive modes: Eco, Tour, Sport, and, our favorite, GTO mode. In this mode, the suspension stiffens, the steering sharpens, and the simulated exhaust snarls louder through the interior speakers. Torque vectoring ensures precise cornering, while magnetic ride control makes the bumps disappear. It's the kind of car that makes you take the long way home every time. Let's talk about the wheels. The 2026 Catalina comes with standard 21-inch turbine-style alloys, inspired by Pontiac's historic Rally 2 wheels but modernized for the EV era. You can option up to 22-inch forged lightweight alloys, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires for maximum grip. Braking is handled by Brembo, 6-piston calipers up front, 4 in the rear, with regenerative braking modes that you can adjust on the fly. Now, for collectors and enthusiasts, Pontiac is offering a limited edition, 421 Heritage Series. Only 421 units will be built, each numbered and featuring unique badging, an exclusive midnight copper paint option, vintage-style stitched leather, and a special throwback grille with crosshatch detailing. These are expected to sell out instantly and become future collectibles. And here's a piece of news that might just blow your mind. Pontiac is planning to offer a manual transmission version of the Catalina using simulated clutch and shift feel. It's an artificial gearbox integrated into the drive software, complete with haptic feedback and pedal simulation. This may sound gimmicky, but early reviewers say it gives you the most authentic retro driving feel in any electric car ever made. As for pricing, the base 2026 Pontiac Catalina will start around $78,000, with performance packages and limited editions pushing north of $100,000. That might sound like a lot, but when you compare it to the likes of the Tesla Model S Plaid, Lucid Air Touring, or BMW i5 M60, the Catalina holds its ground, and then some, especially in style and legacy. So what does this all mean? It means that muscle isn't dead. Pontiac is no longer a memory. It's alive again. The Catalina Reborn is a symbol of what's possible when heritage meets high-tech, when a nameplate that once ruled the streets comes back to do it all over again in a world of electric revolutions. For fans of American muscle, this car isn't just exciting, it's redemption. We've waited decades to see a Pontiac badge on a new car, and the 2026 Catalina doesn't just meet expectations, it destroys them. It gives us everything we loved about the golden age of cruising, drag racing, and weekend road trips, but repackaged in a 21st century shell that doesn't pollute, doesn't compromise, and doesn't apologize. This is the kind of car that brings generations together. Your dad remembers the original. Your kids will grow up with the new one. And you get to drive the future of classic American performance. If you're a car lover, a nostalgia junkie, or just someone who believes that design, soul, and power still matter in this automated world, we want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts below. Would you buy the new Catalina? Do you think Pontiac's return will spark a whole new era of modern muscle? Make sure you subscribe to Automotive for more deep dives into the cars you love and the legends being reborn. Hit that like button if you want to see this beast on the streets soon, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a ride into the future of automotive design. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep driving the dream.